1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Jak to? Hello. Hey. Can you hear me? Is everything okay? You can actually ask. You can actually ask questions by clicking. Let me switch this off. So you can ask questions by clicking on the comments button. So can you see the comments button? If not, feel free to send me a question via email, because I'm also connected on my email, and so you can see whether this works. But normally you should be able to send questions via this comment function. If you watch now on YouTube, you should see in the left button of your video little button or little clickable link which says comments or something like that, or comments or discussions or debate. And if you click on it, then the video opens in the bigger screen, and there you can actually ask comments. If you want, I can show you how to do this. So wait, I will open the video, and now I'm going to show you. Okay, so I'm going to share my screen. So good, this is it. And now here I've got it in Czech, but basically, you know, you should have it in sorry, I will just switch off the sound. Yeah, so you should have it in English as well. And if you click on this little thing, join the conversation, then it opens in a new window, and you will be able to here ask a question or comment Yes, and I send it. Send. Yes. Okay. So I'm switching this up. I'm switching on the sharing. So if you can eventually post a comment. If you cannot, then just send me an email. And it would be great if you could send me the email so I know that you are watching, because otherwise oh, okay, Evangelia, thank you very much for the email. I'm just reading it now. It's probably emails, yes, but as I showed you, you should be also able to actually ask comments directly as I showed you. So you have the YouTube video, and on the left corner, down in the left corner, you can see the button which says comments. Now, why don't we do the traditional Hangout? The thing is that last time we tried. Great, Anna, thank you very much. Good. So last time we've tried it, and actually people without Google account were not able to access. That's why I said I tried this function, which is like a web stream, but I think it's quite good. So again, I see that we have 3 viewers. So basically, I hope these are all of you. I'll show you once more how to access the comments. So you can actually ask. Anna already sent an email, so thank you very much. So I'm going to share my screen now, and yes, so now I'm sharing my screen. And if you watch the webinar or the workshop or the session, whatever, on YouTube, then here on the left button of the screen you have actually the button or the link. You click on it and it opens in a new window. Actually, what I can do, I can even send you this link and maybe it will open automatically. So if I send you, yes, so it will be better actually if I send this link. So I'm going to send you one more link which you can access directly to this window and ask questions. Okay, so I'm ending the sharing of my screen, and I'm going to send you very quickly one more link to your mailboxes. So try this link to access the video and ask questions. So now you got, if you are not able to connect to the screen where you can ask questions and post comments, I've sent you another link. So yeah, so hopefully this will work. Now I see Anna Barry is connected. So is there anyone else connected? Can you great, Evangelia, great, thank you very much. So I think we were 3 in total. We are supposed to be 3 with Alexandra. So I don't know whether Alexandra is there or not, but I've sent another link, so I hope she might eventually join later. But Anna, Evangelia, can I ask you just one thing? Did you need to log in your Google account in order to watch this, or is it okay and you can watch it easily without logging in? Because I'm curious, because I actually don't know. So if you can write down whether you had to log in into Google account or not before we start, it would be very good, because otherwise, normally with the Google Hangout, it didn't work for externals, so people needed to log in their Google accounts. So now I'm just wondering whether you needed to log in or not. But I see that there is now, yeah. Okay, well, you can answer that question later on. So I suggest we start with the Tweetdeck, with the Tweetdeck training or introduction to Tweetdeck. I think it will take really like 40 minutes. Then if you have some questions, I'm very happy to answer them. So we can start. I think I'm always connected. Okay. Thank you, Anna. Great, thanks. So regarding Tweetdeck, it's very similar to Hootsuite. Just to start with, to introduce. So if you have worked with Hootsuite, it will be quite similar. You also have the streams. You also have the possibility to follow. Okay, Alexander will join you, Evangelia. Okay, great, thank you. Cool. So we can start. So it looks similar to Hootsuite. The idea on Tweetdeck is very similar. So it's for scheduling tweets, for tweeting, for ensuring the activity, for using Twitter in a more professional way, but also to listen better. And the reason why we moved from Hootsuite to Tweetdeck, or why I suggest you move, is because it has several advantages which Hootsuite doesn't have. The first advantage is tweeting with pictures and scheduling with pictures, which is very powerful thing. We'll take a look on how it works. The second thing, very important, is the possibility to filter streams by engagement. So we will take a look at how actually you can filter a hashtag with engagement. So you can see, for example, only tweets with more than 10 retweets, which is very useful. Third thing is it shrinks the links automatically even better than Hootsuite, because it's connected with Bitly. And the fourth thing is that you can actually create curated timelines, or they call it collections, which are a very good piece of content. It's something like a Storyfy, but it's much simpler, and it stays in the Twitter ecosystem, or in the Twitter engine, and it's a very nice thing. So we are going to look at these 4 big advantages of Tweetdeck. It also has some disadvantages compared to Hootsuite. These are minor, I would say, but I'll mention them during the webinar. Okay, so whenever you have a question, please please write it down in this comment box, and I'm very happy to answer that. So I'm going to share my screen now, and now I have someone coming in.
I will be very
Hello,
quiet.
Claire.
I just need to log
Yeah,
into the
it's okay. We have a webinar on Tweetdeck, so
Cool.
yeah.
Somebody's going to be coming into this room from 10:30.
Okay, so I need to move somewhere else.
But if you need Anna Katrami's room, she's not there.
Can I? Do you think I can go
Yeah,
there?
I think so.
Okay, guys. So before we move on, I will move to another room, so I don't bother anyone. So okay, thanks. So if you can just give me 2 minutes, I can. So I'll just go to Anna's room. We have a webinar, and Claire said that she has a meeting in the meeting room, and I don't want to bother anyone. Is David there or not?
He's there.
He's there, so I need to be quiet. Okay.
You cannot.
Yeah. Okay. Thank you very much. Thanks. Oh, David. Sorry. We have a webinar on Tweetdeck, and I did it in the meeting room, and Claire needed to have a meeting, so I'll move here. I will close you the doors, and if I would be too loud, let me know, please. Thank you. Thanks. Okay, guys. Thanks. Sorry for that. Okay, so here's the thing. So I'm going to share the. I hope you can hear me now. I'm going to share the screen with you. So now I'm sharing it, and I'm going to open Tweetdeck. Now I'm going to log out, so you see what it looks like when you first enter it. So this is basically it. you go to tweetdeck.com or tweetdeck.twitter.com, and then you type your username as if you were be logging into Twitter. So you and the password for Twitter. I log in, and here you see actually the main component of Tweetdeck are these streams, which you can see right on my screen now, and this is basically the main working environment of Tweetdeck. If you log in for the first time, you will probably see not all of these concrete streams. You will see just a few of them, but you will be able to tailor it and to really put there those streams that matter for you. One of the disadvantages compared to Hootsuite is that you don't actually have the tabs. So you cannot create a certain tab related to a topic, but you just have one screen with all the streams you need. The good thing is that you can move the streams however you want. So you can just drag and drop it very easily, and then you move it to another position. So what I always do is that I keep my streams, which are the most important, I keep them in the beginning of the environment, so I can see very easily what's going on. So I'm going to check whether there is no question. No, so we can continue. I hope you can hear me. Good. So basically, the first thing we want to do with Tweetdeck is to schedule tweets in the right. As I said, the big advantage of Tweetdeck is that you can actually schedule tweets with a picture. So I'm going to show you how it works. It's very easy. You just click on the new tweet and you write something like this. Then you can choose from which account you send the tweet, because in Tweetdeck you have the possibility to actually connect more accounts to your profile. So you can choose if you have multiple accounts. You see, I have, for example, my personal one, or we have the fake one as well. So, but let's tweet from Digital Agenda. So this is my new tweet. I add the hashtag, for example, COP21, because it's a trending hashtag now. You see that it suggests the hashtag automatically, so you can just click on it and it's there. You can mention someone. So if I mention, for example, robotics, it suggests me robotics. So it's there. And then the beautiful thing is that you can actually add images. And so you just click on here, it opens you the window with images. You choose whatever picture and it puts it like there. And then if I tweet it now, the tweet would look like this. And if I want to schedule the tweet, I just go to the calendar, I schedule it for the 10th of December, and I schedule it. It appears in here, and after a few minutes, even seconds, it shows also the picture. Okay, and so your tweet is scheduled, and it's with the picture, and the tweet will look exactly like if you posted it on Twitter directly. So this is kind of a very good thing, because this was not possible in Hootsuite. We check whether there are some. Cool. Okay, you cannot see my screen. This is strange. You should normally see my screen because I'm sharing it. So hopefully it works. Okay, so this is scheduling with a picture. Now you can obviously, or it's necessary to include also links to the tweets. And yeah, by the way, before we go to that, just a quick mention that a little disadvantage of this is that if you schedule a tweet with a picture, you cannot edit it. You can only delete. If you have a tweet without picture, then you can easily edit it. So if you want to edit a tweet which has been scheduled with pictures, you basically need to copy paste the text. So I copy paste the text, I delete the tweet, and I go to new tweet, I schedule it once more, I add the picture once more, and then I schedule it again for the new time, or I rewrite the text. Okay, so this is a little disadvantage, but I think it's and it went out now. Okay, and you see you can very easily delete it as well. So hopefully no one saw it. Now, as I said, it's very important to include links also to your tweets. And the second big advantage of Tweetdeck is that you can actually, it shrinks the links automatically. The only thing you need to do is to connect your Tweetdeck account or Tweetdeck profile with your Bitly profile, okay? So I'm going to show you how to do it before I just check whether there are some comments or questions. Ah, yeah, you cannot hear me. It's bad. So I'm thinking whether I can find another room, which would be better. Okay, let me check. I'm going to try to find another room where I can be a little bit more. But now though, okay. Okay, find another room, sorry about that. I need to try to find another room because I want to be quite quiet and it's quiet. So I'll check. It's okay. Is it here? Big enough. That's equal. Okay, give me a second, please. Or I can log in here. I can actually go there. I think it will be okay. Yeah, or I can go there. It's okay for me. So, just 1 second. Sorry for that, guys. I kind of like thought that the meeting room will be empty, but it's not. But it's okay. You can do it like this. Now I can scream so you can hear me very easily. Good. So I'm going to share the screen again. So now we took a look on how to schedule a tweet with a picture, but obviously you need to also include links. Now, how to, and as I said, what's important is that you connect your Tweetdeck profile with your Bitly profile so that it shrinks the links automatically. So you can see here, for example, I've scheduled a tweet. Now, this link has been already created before, but this tweet was scheduled, and it creates this nice Bitly link by itself. So how to do this? I hope you can hear me now. So how to do this? You go to Bitly account, okay? So you need to create a Bitly account. Very simple, you just log in, sign up, and that's it. And then in the Bitly profile, you go to your settings. And from your settings, you go to the advanced and the advanced settings. And here you will find your crazy credentials provided by Bitly, which is a login and the API key. And these two numbers you need to paste to Tweetdeck. So once more, I'm going to show you where to paste it exactly. So you have settings, you go to settings in here, and then you click on link shortening system. And here you see it's the Bitly username and the Bitly API key. And the same thing you have in your Bitly account. So you just copy paste these numbers from Bitly to your Tweetdeck. And what it does is that when we put there, when it's done and when it's saved, when we put there a link, which can be, for example, this, new tweet, link test. When we put there the link and the scheduled tweet to, for example, for the 16th of December, then it automatically shrinks the link. I hope it works. Now you can maybe update the thing. Yes, and you see it's a new Bitly which has been created. And plus, now if you go to your Bitly account, you will be able to see actually the new Bitly link. Sorry, this will appear. The new Bitly link will appear when you actually tweet the tweet. So it will appear here, and you will be able to see the statistics of how many people actually clicked on the link. So it's kind of a nice way and a very simple way how to analyze also how many clicks on the link you had. So the only thing you need to do is to connect your Tweetdeck with the Bitly profile. I'm checking. There are no comments. Good. So we can continue on Tweetdeck. Okay. So now I'm going to delete this. Now we kind of learned how to schedule tweets with pictures and with shortened links, and so this is the first good step. Now, but we will move now to the second step, which is for me the most important and most interesting, and it's about the streams. And now you can see here that you have that the scheduled tweets also appear in a stream, which is here. So you don't have, compared to Hootsuite, where you had a special calendar, this is another slight disadvantage. Actually, you don't have the calendar, but you only have the stream where you see all your tweets scheduled. Okay, but the streams are, for me, the most powerful thing of Tweetdeck. How to use the streams and how to add the streams, actually. They call them columns, so either column or a stream, and you click on add column, and then you have many options which actually columns you can see. So the first one is the home column. So if I click on it, it will show me my home feed. So it will show me the activity of users that I follow. So it's a very, it will be probably very noisy for you. So I don't recommend too much using this one. But if you want, you can just add the column and it appears at the end of all the columns. Now the other one is notifications, and this one is much more interesting because it shows you all the notifications for your account. You can also see that you can choose which account actually you want the column to relate to. So this is quite interesting. And then what you do, you just click on add column, and it appears right at the end, and you see all the notifications which you normally get on Twitter. So it's the same thing as if you clicked, as if I went on Twitter, and if I click on notifications and I would put them like all, that's it. So then I see the exactly same thing that I see in here. But I see here like one notification by one. Here, for example, if 11 people retweet my tweet, it's in the row. Okay. If we move further, then we have the mentions, and I think this is one of the best thing, because you can have the mentions, and obviously, or what I do, I obviously take care of notifications or take a look on notifications, but mainly I follow the mentions, because if someone mentions me, then it looks like, or he is waiting for my answer or for my reaction. So I always like take a look on mentions, and whenever there is a question or comment I can reply to, I do it. Okay, so you have the mentions, and I've got them. I can show you actually the stream, which is here. So I've got my mentions. I can do whatever I want with them. If I want to reply, I can just click on reply, and I reply. Okay, and then if I want to schedule a reply, which I even can do as well, I just clicked on pop out, and it shows me in this new tweet, and then I can schedule it. So once more, I will show you how to do it. You can take whatever tweet you want, not only in the mentions, but whatever tweet you want. You click on reply, you write something, and then either you tweet directly or you pop out it. So it means that you will have more options related to this reply, to this answer, to this tweet. And you can, and you very easily see the conversation, the tweet you're replying to. It puts the mention right in the beginning of the tweet, and then you can tweet it, add picture, or schedule it. Do whatever you want, or direct message it if you want. I'm going to delete it because we're not going to do it. Now I'm going to check whether there are some questions. Looks like it's okay. There are no. Good. So I see there are no questions, so we can continue easily with Tweetdeck. Good. Sorry. So now we were in the mention thing. Well, the other column, the other stream you can add is actually mentions for all your accounts. So if you have only one account connected, it's not very useful for you. But if you have more accounts, you can actually add the mentions of all these accounts, which can be also interesting. The activity, it's a Twitter kind of curated thing, so I don't think you need to use this one a lot. Like Snyder, I don't think this is important. But then you have the lists, and the lists are again one of the best thing in Tweetdeck, because what you can do, you can add a stream with the list. This was the case also in Hootsuite. But here what you can do, you can also add the stream with the list that you are subscribed to. So you see, here I have only the lists which I have created by Digital Agenda. Then, because I have my personal account as well connected to the Tweetdeck, I have also my personal Twitter lists. And then I have all the Twitter lists that I'm subscribed to. So, for example, if I want to see what the EC reps are saying in general, I put the Twitter list there, click on it, and I add the column. I have it here because I'm subscribed to this list, and the list was created by the European Commission. So I click on it, and I add the column there. And then what happens, I can very easily see what the reps are saying. So it's a very good thing, and I suggest you use these lists, and you try to, I'm going to remove this. You try to tailor the streams as much as you can. If we go back to the options of which streams or which columns to add, then you have another option, which is search. It's exactly if you searched on Twitter. So if you search for the digital single market, for example, it will show you the column, the stream of digital single market. And then what you can do, again, you just add the column, and it appears right at the end. And then if you want to have it, closer to your home, let's say part, you just drag and drop it, and it moves to the place you want, and you just drop it, you have it there. You can easily reply, you can easily retweet, you can easily favorite. So I think this is quite nice, and especially with the hashtag. and we'll very soon take a look on it, how to benefit of it out even more. Then you have more columns, which I don't think are very important. We'll later on take a look on the collections, because this is a very good thing. But the others, the user is important, because then you see your own activity. This is what I have actually in here. Right in the beginning, you can see my activity. So I see all the tweets that I am sending or I retweet. Okay, so this is quite good. And we may want to retweet something, but I don't see that there's. Sorry, I was looking in the wrong tweet. What I normally do, I put the digital agenda thematic accounts in the second stream, so I can see all the activities from you, from the thematic accounts, and this can be actually retweeted. I think it's good, and maybe also the net tech. Yes, and the inclusion is very nice as well. Good. So I retweet like these three. Great, and they appear right here in my stream. Okay, in my activity. Now, is everything clear up till now? I hope it works. Good. Connected, yes. So hopefully it works. I don't see any comments, so I'm going to continue. Now, with the streams, what you can do, especially with the stream of a hashtag, you can filter these streams by several parameters. Okay, so if I find back my stream with digital single market, it's here. Yeah. So what I can now do, because the stream might be quite noisy, especially if you have a conference and you have many people participating in this conference and in the online discussion, the stream can be very noisy. What you can do, you can filter the stream in Tweetdeck with certain parameters. You do it by clicking on the preferences of each of the column of each of the streams. Now, the biggest possibility to filter it is for the stream with the hashtag. For the stream with the Twitter list or with the mentions, there are some limitations to filter it, but with the hashtag it works the best way. So either you can actually filter it by content, so you can see all the tweets or only tweets with images, videos, or only tweets with links. This is the first filtering. So if I click on tweets with links, it updates and I see only those tweets which contain links. But I go back to all tweets. What you can do, you can also combine words. So you say you want to see the tweets which include digital single market and EU. And so, for example, this one is because it's unzip EU, so it shows unzip EU. But this is quite good filtering. Or if I write digital single market and startup, for example, I should see the tweets which contain digital single market and startups, or startup, the words. You can also exclude words. So if I write EU, then I will see all the tweets with the digital single market hashtag which actually don't contain the word EU. So you can do the opposite. Either it contains or it doesn't contain. What you can also do is that you can filter it by language, and you can also include or exclude retweets. This means that when someone retweets a tweet, it appears there once more, or it doesn't appear there once more. But this function doesn't work very well, so I don't play with it. Then I keep it like that. But then what you can do, and I think this is the best thing ever, is you can filter it by engagement. And this means that if you have the stream which is full of tweets, you want to see only those tweets which are relevant. And how do you recognize a relevant tweet? Well, by taking a look on how many people already retweeted that tweet, because the tweet was relevant for these people. And you can easily do it here in Tweetdeck, because you say that you want to see the digital single market tweet, or the tweet with the digital single market hashtag, but only those which have at least 5 retweets. Okay, I click on enter. Right now, I see only tweets with the digital single market hashtag which contain, which were at least 5 times retweeted. So I think this is a very good thing. You can also combine it with likes. So you can say 5 retweets and 2 likes, for example, or at least some replies. I think this works really well. And then, because what I then get, you really get the stream which is filtered already, and it's like that someone has already selected the most important tweets for you from a certain debate, from a certain hashtag. So I think this is very good, and I can clearly see you have a conference, you want to see only the most relevant tweets and then retweet them. Then you put this in Tweetdeck, you set it up on 5 retweets or 3 retweets, and then you can just go, and if you like them, you retweet. But it's clear that the hashtag will not be so busy. If we go, we can actually take a look at, for example, the COP21, which is a very, very, which is a very, very active hashtag. If I remove the filtering, you see how many tweets do we get? It's like retweets, retweets, tweets. Every second there are like 3-4 actions. But then what you can do, if you filter by engagement and you say, I want to see only tweets with more than 10 retweets, well, then it's much calmer and you can see the most trending tweets. And then if you click on the tweet, you can actually see that it has been retweeted 16 times. So I think this is a very good thing. I'm going to check whether I have any questions, but apparently no. Okay, sorry, I see one question here. What is the difference between, from Anna, maybe it's an older one, sorry, I haven't seen it before. So what is the difference between the home column and activity? Yeah, so the activity is actually, the activity is selected or pre-selected by Twitter itself. So if I go to activity and I go to column, I see kind of activity of people that it's actually people that I follow and their activity, and it's kind of like, you see what, so here you see the likes, you see who they follow, and it's kind of like filtered by or curated by Twitter itself. So who follows who, and it's like more complicated. I think for your purpose this doesn't bring so much importance, because it's really very detailed thing. You have many actions all over, within short period of time, and you can become quite lost. So I think you should not be using this too much, because it's very disrupting, I would say, or distractive, sorry. Yes, good. So I see the comments, they disappeared. Okay, so now the last thing I wanted to show you are the collections. And what are the collections, or what are, as we call, curated timelines or thematic timelines? I will show you one example on Twitter. It's a timeline which has been created for the digital single market communication. So it's DSM timeline. Okay. So first glimpse, it looks like a normal, Twitter search, as if you search for the hashtag, but it is not actually, because it is created by Digital Agenda. So it means it's created by me, and it has a title, it has a description, and it has also a unique link. And what this actually shows you is that it shows you the tweets which I selected to be shown on this timeline. Okay, so it's not at all just the tweets, all the tweets containing digital single market hashtag. This is a curated thing. So I curated in Tweetdeck, I choose the tweets which should be displayed here. So imagine you have a conference, and at the end of the conference you want to tell people, guys, these are the 25 main messages or main tweets which shaped the debate during our conference. So you curate the timeline for them, and then they will see the top 25 which you select. So I think this is quite good. It's a very good piece of content which then you can tweet about. How to create a timeline or a collection. You go to Add Column and you click on Collections, and here you select Create Collection. Now it appears as a new column there, so you give it a name. So Test Collection, for example, on robotics. Let's say robotics. You have a limitation, so I just write robotics in the EU, for example. I can add a description, so this is a timeline about robotics. Okay. And now, how you populate it, how you put tweets there. What I always suggest is to put the relevant streams next to your collection. So I go to the hashtag robotics, and I add the column. The column appears here, and now I have all the tweets which have the robotics, which contain the robotics hashtag. I may want to filter it by engagement, so I say I want to see only the relevant tweets with more than 3 retweets. And then what I do, I click, drag, and drop the tweet to the collection. So you can see here this little button. I hold it, and I drag and drop it to the collection, and it appears there as a tweet. Now I take another tweet and put it there. And I take the third tweet. It can be also from somewhere else. So if I have, for example, a list of robotics, then I would have 2 streams, and then I would curate it from these 2 streams. So I would take these tweet up. Sorry. Now I would take this tweet and put it there. Now, how do I now see the collection on Twitter? Very easily, I click on the preferences, I go to share, and I click on view on Twitter. It opens another window in Twitter, and I see my collection. What I can do then, I can either embed the collection, or people, whoever wants, can embed the collection. So they have a widget on their website like this. Or you can just tweet about the collection saying, we've just created a great collection on robotics. This is curated by us. These are the top tweets from our conference or from our European Robotics Week. And then you tweet it, and people can watch it, and people can read it. If you update the collection, so it means if you put more tweets, if you put it like this, then they appear automatically. You see the tweet from you in Barcelona and another one in EC in Slovenia. So it updates in the real time. Whenever you put something there, it's updated automatically. So I think this is a very good content, very good thing, especially for, as I said, for the conferences when you want to sum up your conference. You cannot spend time with. You don't have time to create a story file. You want something quicker. And something in the Twitter environment, then you go for the collection, and I think it's very good, and it works really well. So I think we saw like really the basics of Tweetdeck. I'm going to repeat it now, and then I will take a look if you have any comments. So if you have any questions, please feel free to send them now. I'm going to repeat what we saw, show you it once more, and then if you have any questions, I'm happy to answer them. So in the beginning, we saw how to schedule a new tweet, how to write a new tweet, how to schedule it with a picture as well. So it was the first thing. Second thing, we connected our Tweetdeck with Bitly by going to settings and link shortening, so that whenever you post a link directly to a tweet, it will be shrinked. And you will be able to follow the data and the numbers which were generated by this tweet or by this link. And then we moved to the streams. We saw different types of streams. We checked them, how to use them, what to do with them. We took a look on how to filter the streams by content or by engagement. By the way, you can filter it also by users, so you select specific users. But I think you should play with it a little bit to see. And at the end, we took a look on collections, how to create them, and how to actually curate a timeline, which then can be tweeted and promote it, and your people will like you, or your followers will like you, because you will provide some good content for them, and they will not need to spend so much time following a certain hashtag, because you will do it for them and show only the highlights. Okay, so this is actually what I wanted to show you. I think the best would be to really play with it and to take a look at it more closely. And now I'm going to, yes, cool. Okay, I see your comments, so I will try to reply all of them. So, who can see the collection? Anna is asking. So everyone can see the collection. Everyone who has the link. So you know, I will maybe show it to you once more. So once more, the collection is on the web. The collection is online. Whenever you share this link, view on Twitter, this is the link which you need to share, and then people will see. Everyone, it's accessible. It's not private, so it's public. So and everyone can see the collection whenever you tweet it or whenever you email it. It can be also in the email, the link. Okay. So I go back to the second question was how to tailor the tweet, the nice links in Bitly. So it's again very simple. You choose a link. Now in Bitly, you need to be logged in order to edit the Bitly links to make them nicer. You need to be in Bitly, okay? But then you just paste the URL here. It automatically creates a shortened link, and then what you need to click on is this little pen or whatever it is, because you click on edit and then you customize it here. So you can write customized link, and it's done. And now whoever writes bit.ly.customized link, then he or she will land on the page I've created. If you tailor it, if you edit it, if you customize it in a way that this has been already used, so for example, DSM timeline, the link already exists, so it's already taken. Bitly will tell you this custom bit link is already taken, so you need to actually create a new one. But it takes into consideration also the lower and upper characters. So if you write DSM timeline, if I saved it now, it will be possible to have it. Okay, so bear this in mind. So you really can play also with big letters and small letters. Okay. So there was another question. What's the difference? We applied that. How can we edit the Bitly link? Yes, we can hear. Cool. Good. So I don't see any other questions. Yeah. So if you have any questions, you can also send them via email very easily, and I'm very happy to answer. Otherwise, I think the best thing now would be to go to Tweetdeck, to play with it a little bit, to see how it works, to move eventually from Hootsuite to Tweetdeck. And then I'm very happy to to answer all the questions. So if you want another additional training on more like more professional use or advanced use or advanced users, I'm very happy to give that. But I think now I've shown you like the basic functions which I find most interesting, and then I would be happy if you can play with it, if you can try it, and if you can see how it can be beneficial for you. Okay, so thank you very much for your time. Thank you very much that you participated. I hope it worked well, and I'm once more very sorry about the initial hectic changes, first they postponing and then changing the rooms. Thank you that you stayed connected, and please let me know if you have any questions or any comments. And I hope we'll meet soon, either in Luxembourg or here in Brussels, or during the next social media network meeting. So thank you very much, and have a great day. And if you have any questions, send me an email. Thanks. Bye.